Today we are going to look at multiplication using expanded algorithm. Our problem that we're going to be working with is 4 times 368, or excuse me, 367. So you might be looking at the number 367 and thinking, wow, that is a really big number. I have no idea how I'm going to multiply that by 4. Well, we can make it a lot simpler by expanding this number 367 here. The first step to doing this is taking our smaller number here, which in this case is 4, and we're just going to bring 4 down to hang out over here. Then we're going to put a parenthesis on this side and a parenthesis on this side. These parentheses just mean that we're going to multiply everything that goes inside them by the number 4. And if you want, you can even put a little multiplication sign out here so that you know that you're going to multiply 4 by everything that's in these parentheses. Now what's going to go in these parentheses is the number 367, but we're not going to write it like the number 367. We're going to break it down into a number that's in, a number with a hundreds, a number with a tens, and a number with a ones. So first, if we look to our hundreds place of this number, we see 3. So we know that that means that there are 3 groups of 100 in this number. That means that down here, for our hundreds number, we're going to have 300. Because of those 3 groups of 100 in the number 367, that 3 is going to turn right into 300. Then we're going to put an addition sign. Next, we're going to look at our tens place. We've got a 6 here, so we know that means that there are 6 groups of 10 in the number 367 for the tens place. So we're going to bring our 6 down, make that 60, because 6 groups of 10 equals 60. So that 6 became the number 60 right here. And then our 7 in our ones place, 7 is in our ones place here, which just means that there are 7 ones. So we don't really have to do anything special or fancy to that. We can just bring the number 7 down for 7 ones. Okay? Now if you look, if you add 300 plus 60 plus 7, you're going to get the number 367. So we're still multiplying 4 by 367. We're just doing it in kind of a longer way. Next, what we need to do is multiply 4 by 300, and then 4 by 60, and then 4 by 7. Because remember, we're going to multiply 4 by everything that's in these parentheses here. My parentheses over here is a little bit out there, but you guys can imagine with me. Okay, so let's start by multiplying 4 by 300. And I'm going to change my color here to blue to see this. So we're going to multiply 4 by 300. Now you might say to yourself, I don't know what 4 times 300 is. 300 is still a really big number. Well, you're right. But let's look and forget about our zeros for a second and just look at 4 times 3. We know that 4 times 3 is 12. I'm going to write a 12 down here. And then we can just add our zeros on after. So we've got 2 zeros in the number 300. We'll put 2 zeros at the end of our 12 to get 1200. 4 times 300 is 1200. Okay? I'm going to add our next number. We've got an addition sign here. We've got an addition sign here. I'm going to change my color to green this time. Okay? So now we've got to go 4 times 60. Again, you might look and you say, I don't know what 4 times 60 is. That's a really big number. Well, what's 4 times 6? You know that 4 times 6 is 24. And then we can just bring our 0 that's in the number 60 and drop it down. So 4 times 60 is 240. Change our color again. Change to orange this time. Kind of an orangey brown. And add our plus sign down here. We've got to go 4 times 7, the last number in the parentheses. And we know that 4 times 7 is 28. And we don't need to add any 0 to this 28 because we don't have any zeros on the 7. The 7 is just a ones value number, so there's no 0 on the end of it. We don't need to put a 0 on the end of our 28. Now we have kind of a new problem to look at. We've got 1,200 plus 240 plus 28. Well, we can rewrite that over here as 1,200. See how quickly I can do this. Plus 240 plus 28. Okay. And then we can just add it up. So 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. 4 plus 2 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 2 is 4. And 1 plus 0, we're just going to bring it down, is 1. So that means that our final number here is going to be 1,468. Our answer to 4 times 67 is 1,468.